A new software risk could expose hundreds of millions of devices to hackers who already have a head start. The problem is a software called Log4j. Tech firms use it to log data from their apps. The vulnerability made public yesterday offers hackers a fairly easy way to access an organization's server. After that, they come up with ways to access other systems. Experts say hackers had more than a week's head start in exploiting the flaw before it was made public. They add it could take weeks to fix the issues. Something else to keep in mind are the scams that pop up around the holidays. Between the Omicron variant and supply chain issues, there are plenty of things cyber criminals are looking to capitalize on right now. Grayson Milbourne is the Security Intelligence Director at Webroot. He joins us this morning to talk about some of the top phishing scams that might target you through the new year. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, glad to be here. Thanks.
This is top of mind, I know, for a lot of people. So first, give us a quick refresher. What is a phishing scam and why is it so easy to fall for one?
Yeah, sure. So a phishing scam is basically a social engineering lure that tries to trick you into giving away your personal information. And sometimes this is just your password and username, but more often they're after more sensitive details like your social security number. And they can be really easy to fall for because they're really good at convincing you that they're a legitimate site. So a lot of times we might see this with a fake email login or a fake bacon login. But even more insidious are things that target like student loan forgiveness and end of year open enrollment for healthcare.
So talk about some of the potential phishing scams. We've got a graphic up on the screen right now. What should we watch for this holiday season?
Yeah, so I think, as we get closer and closer to the Christmas holiday, we know a lot of people are trying to do that last minute shopping. I think we've seen on the news that shipping, if you haven't gotten your order in by basically yesterday, that it's unlikely to get there. And so if you see, we see emails like this, but we also see text messages that ask you to click on a link. And so I'd really be on the lookout for those types of attacks.
What can we do to protect ourselves from email phishing attacks?
Yeah, I think one of the big things is just being aware that this type of attack takes place. And so be mindful not to click on links, especially in text messages, but also in email. If you receive an email, maybe from your bank saying you need to go check on something, instead of clicking on that link within the email, you're better off going to the bank's website directly. The other thing I would recommend is using two-factor authentication. A lot of times phishing is really after your credentials, and then they go after what they call like a credential reuse attack and seeing if you use that same login on another website. A great way to protect against this is enabling two-factor authentication, which again makes it much more difficult for hackers to break into your account. And then lastly, there's great software out there. So webroot.com, we have a fantastic endpoint solution. It also protects the web browsing experience and protects you against these types of phishing and scam-based sites.
Yeah, I know you're saying sometimes they're really creative with how they do this, but it's kind of like the whole phishing word. If it seems fishy, if it seems like they're asking for something they shouldn't, if it's coming from somewhere it shouldn't, that's kind of like your red flag that you probably shouldn't proceed.
Yeah, I would trust that inkling. If you are a little suspicious, you're probably better off not clicking.
Yeah. Well, Grayson, thank you so much. This is really important for a lot of people right now as we're spending so much time online and shopping and browsing and doing all the things. So really appreciate it.
Glad to be here to help.
Happy holidays.
To you too.